Here we are, Symbiote Spider-Man clone army tactic, sorry. Gonna start battle off with locking up Black Widow. Cannot allow her to stealth herself in the first turn. If you do let her stealth herself in the first turn, then you can't clone her. And cloning her is ideal. First turn. More necessary than ideal, I guess. Okay, let's blind Black Bolt here. Now it's time to clone Black Widow. Okay, good. RNG liked me today. She's over here. If you have a Black Widow over here right next to Red Guardian, it's not as effective because then she can get hit by chain attacks. Now we're going to lock up Crystal because we cannot allow Crystal to be able to use her moves, because then any and all clones will like instantly die. And you have to make sure that you remove her speed bar whenever possible. That's one of the key reasons why I have Ghost. One of the two reasons. Ghost blocks counter or chain moves, so they hit Red Guardian, then they hit Ghost, and it's like, nope, I can't do anymore. Now, Captain America's about to taunt in a moment, which sucks, but can't waste locks on someone other than Crystal because you need to lock up Crystal. Cannot allow Crystal to do anything. Well, let's just stun him. Might as well. Burn him down a bit. I don't like the low HP, so I'm gonna heal and taunt. Let's get our G back moving quick. Red Guardian is very, very slow. That's part of the reason why you need the Black Widow. Let's make sure my Black Widow has survivability. Now again, we're moving that speed bar. So we need Crystal dead before she has a chance to use it's her ultimate, I think? I don't know. I don't know if it's the special ultimate, but one of her attacks just insta-gives all clones, so that's a big no-no. Now, she is almost dead, so I'm not going to waste my lock on her. I'm going to go back to locking Black Bolt, because Black Bolt is a massive problem in this node. Okay, there. Crystal's dead. Problem solved. Now I can focus down Black Bolt. Yes, Black Widow being here is annoying because she's going to fill speed bar. Or not speed bar, she's going to add speed to the team, but she's not a priority other than that very, very first turn. Okay, let's slow everyone down. Also, I apologize for the length of this video, because I can't do anything about that. I'm slow, so I use 3 times speed just to make battle go a little quicker, but this is not the fastest game mode for me. It sucks that I didn't get that stun on him. Okay, yeah, and that should be bye-bye Black Bolt? Nope. At this point, whoever I use my ability to lock on doesn't really matter, because no one's extremely deadly now. I was hoping that was going to kill him. There we go, finally Black Bolt's down. Now I'm going to focus down Deadpool. Always make sure you can get that speed up on Red Guardian, because if he doesn't move fast enough, you can't use him properly. Hey, that should kill him. Nope. Damn. Very close. There we go. let's remove Black Widow now. I don't want you attacking. Not necessary, but the least damage you take, the better. Okay, sweet. I've got his clone back. That's awesome. Appreciate that defense up. Thank you very much. Again, Black Widow isn't key for this entire battle. She's just really key to get Red Guardian going. She will most likely die at some point for me, but if she does make it through the entire battle, that's awesome, because then my Red Guardian will be fast through, well, they're not fast, but faster throughout the entire battle, which can greatly help. The more speed Red Guardian has, the better he'll do. Or rather, the more useful he will be. Now here, as you can see, I'm just spamming basic attacks, because at the end of every wave, I don't like to use my ability energy. I like to save my ability energy for the next wave, so I can lock people up and whatnot. Now, here's the first of many. I don't want you attacking. You hurt. And you are annoying, so let's lock him up. I do not want him spawning a shield officer. Let's remove your speed bar and keep that ability block going and double it up. Yeah, I'm gonna speed up and speed down. Kind of sucks that it missed him, but what can you do? So here's our the first of many. Whenever possible, you don't really want to hit Symbiote Spider-Man. You want to leave him up and alive as long as possible. Normally, I would have used Symbiote Spider-Man's special over here to keep the ability lock on these two, but they already are doubled up, so not a huge concern at the moment. I do not want you taunting. I don't know if you can't remember if he's going to use his taunt this turn, but I'd prefer not to find out. Now, yeah, the HP's a little low over here. Gotta keep Zemo up. Zemo is not alone dying yet. You can allow Zemo to die once you've got at least 2 Symbiote Spider-Mans, but until then, no. Gotta keep him going. Gotta keep that guy. No, you are not putting Disrupt on my team. Miles putting a Disrupt on your team can be very deadly. I'm gonna focus him down now. Now I'm going to lock up Nick Fury a little more. And also the Disrupt on the tank, obviously. Shield security. I was hoping that hit was going to kill him. Okay, so I didn't need to stun him, but it didn't hurt to stun him. Ooh, I love that resist. Glad he didn't get away with his stun. Okay, HP's looking a little low. You know what? Let's lock up Symbiote Spider-Man. Goodbye, Miles. Yeah. Let's see if I can whittle him down more. Because right now, none of these units are big priority kills. Hell, Nick Fury is not a big priority kill simply because of the fact that I do have him locked up. Now, Coulson can be annoying, but as long as your HP is full, he won't be a big problem. However, I do not like wasting that move, so instead of finishing off that little minion over there, I'm going to keep on. Yeah, I'm going to save my stun. Now, it does help to keep him locked up, because then he can't deal any big boy damage. But it's not 100% necessary, because you can just take his hits. Now, I do want to get rid of this tank now, because I don't have the disrupt on him now. Again, as always, let's make sure that Red Guardian's moving quicker. I really don't like hitting Symbiote Spider-Man with it when he has a defense down on him, because that's closer to dead. And we don't want close to dead. Whoops, I actually messed up there. I wasn't supposed to waste a stun on him, but hey. Again, I don't really want to hit him too much. I want to keep this Symbiote Spider-Man alive as long as possible, because if I can get 2 Symbiote Spider-Mans from this wave, I'm laughing. Zemo is a little bit low HP there. Beautiful. I have 2 Symbiote Spider-Mans now. Okay? That's perfect. I'm at the point where it's pretty much game over for the enemies. Because once you get 2 Symbiote Spider-Mans going, and again, because I've got Zemo with ability block, I've got Red Guardian with ability block, I've got Blind with Emma, 2 stuns from Symbiote Spider-Man, and then an extension on her ult. So I have a bunch of locks now. That's why I'm pretty much all set. This is cakewalk from here on out. As always, I absolutely love the idea of getting as many Symbiote Spider-Mans as possible. So, now, I'm just going to spam basics. Although I want to keep watch on Black Widow's turn, because if Black Widow gets a turn, I do want to use her special to speed us up more. Extremely rare to happen, but if your damage is low enough, you can get a 3rd Symbiote Spider-Man here. If you can get a 3rd Symbiote Spider-Man here, I'm going to do that just to remove the amount of damage I can deal. Although I'm pretty certain Sinister's not close to having another clone ready. I think he still needs 2 more ability energy? No, 3 more. Okay, yeah. So, it's going to be pretty much impossible for me to clone this guy again. So, I will just spam the basics. I mean, you can technically turn on auto basic, but if you're turning on auto basic at this point, you have to be paying very, very close attention, because you do not want to enter this next wave with auto basic already on. Because this wave here can be a very, very painful wave because of the Negasonic. So, our goal for this wave here is going to be locking up Negasonic, Miles, and the 2 tanks. Yes, it will be helpful if we can lock up Nick Fury, but not necessary. So, let's see. Gotta save that. Gotta save this alt. So let's remove that speed bar. Okay, here's the first lock. Now you're gonna hear me saying lock a lot, okay? I'm not referring to ability block. I'm not referring to, I will actually go throw this one on him. I'm not referring to any specific debuff when I refer to locking up a unit. I'm specifically and only referring to making it so they can't use a move I don't want them to use. Now, I will blind you and remove that. So now I can start locking up this guy. Okay, I believe that vulnerable is on, or vulnerable is on him. Yes, it was. Perfect. I will hit you hard. Okay, there. Got more speed ups. Now we start the unfair treatment of the game. As you can see, I already have 3 stuns on her, 3 ability blocks, 3 stuns. I'm pretty certain that's 2 on this Rhino, but that's fine. Health is doing good. Okay, let's kill that Miles. That I did specifically just so she has a charge on her. Okay, no, that was 3 on... It's one thing that does suck about this is the debuffs really stack up, and it gets hard to see the debuffs on characters behind. Okay, I've got a lot on the right side. Let's extend the left side. And again, as you've seen there, Ghost just said no chain for you. So, like, again, that's one of the key reasons to this layout is you gotta have Ghost right next to Red Guardian because he prevents nasty stuff from happening. Now, yes, I do have a clone available, but there's nothing here I want to clone. So, just keep focusing down Negasonic. Now, technically, you can clone a Peter Parker Spider-Man or a Miles Morales. They do work well to clone them, but ideal clones are symbiote Spider-Mans. Now, again, because my Black Widow has survived, that's going to be one less clone I will be able to have come the end. Like, it's kind of ideal for Black Widow to die so you can get another symbiote Spider-Man clone, or Miles or Peter, but it's not necessary, and it is definitely helpful to have Black Widow go all the way through, because yes, she does have her own stun, and she's got the speed up for Red Guardian. Now, I need to get a couple more kills here to unlock the next wave. Now, I'm gonna keep this ability block because I don't really need it, because again, I've already got the blocks in place, or the locks in place, sorry. Man, this video is going to be hard to upload to YouTube. Slow internet. Let's make sure that these tanks can't ever do anything. Okay, we've got our next wave that's popped. I'm gonna blind Deadpool again. And nothing here worth cloning. Who's this vulnerable on? I can't tell. I think it's... No, it's not Cable. It's him. Nope, it wasn't. Or was it? I can't tell. I didn't see her do her striker hit. Okay, Quake's the lowest HP. That's my next kill. I could lock up her right now with Symbiote Spider-Man, but I'm gonna lock up Coulson instead. And there we go. Extension. Let's lock up the Cable. Because it's ideal to lock everyone up, but you want to be careful with wasting locks. Again, let's keep charge on her, because I prefer her to flip rather than remove debuffs. Okay, Coulson here's got the lowest or not Coulson, Cable's got the lowest HP. How's my HP? My HP's looking good. Gonna focus on Deadpool next. Deadpool generally can be a nice and easy kill, so doesn't have a lot of armor. And he's had many years of neglect, so no rework to make him strong again. Yet, I'm sure when Deadpool 3 movie comes out, they're gonna give him a rework, but until then, he's an easy unit to kill. Now, I know Cable can be annoying with his speed bar reduction, but he's not a big concern. It's just the nuking. You want to nuke this wave as quick as possible, because any wave that doesn't have a Symbiote Spider-Man is a wave that's not going to make you extremely overpowered and immortal. Okay, I think that would be overkill, so let's use him on him instead. A couple more hits in Coulson's dead. Or one more hit, apparently. It's really difficult to understand that speed bar sometimes. Or not speed bar, HP bar. I am just messing up all the words today. Again, let's make my Red Guardian quicker. One of the major reasons why I'm always trying to stress keeping Red Guardian going quick is because if the HP drops, his heal's going to bring everyone back to full HP. His heal and taunt is very crucial to this, because if RNG decides, no, you guy die now. If RNG says, no, you die now, I totally love saying that, then you want to be able to have Red Guardian ready and available as quickly as possible to say, no, I stay alive, you die instead. I mean, he's got 500% damage there and 340% damage, so he does deal good damage. So he does help, as you can see, he just helped burn down that Rhino. Okay, now, again, ideal is always going to be a Symbiote Spider-Man, but Peter and Miles can work as well with this combination, because they have the Spider-Verse trait, so anytime a debuff's applied, as you see, perfect host, the heals just spam. And so I am actually going to take Peter. And I don't want you taunting. Let's get some damage in there. Negasonic lock. Ideally, I want him to have a disrupt on him, and he will get it next turn for Zemo. Thankfully, Zemo is very, very fast, so he will most likely get a turn before he does. Now, Negasonic is always going to be a critical unit you want to kill, because if she puts a heal block on your team, that can really, really mess you up. Now, again, that right there is not ideal, but this is why I like to keep a charge on my Emma at all times. Now, there's 2, 2, 2. Yeah, let's use that here. Speed up. How's the HP looking? Looking good. Back to, yeah, again, that's an ouch. Okay, there we go. We got it on him now. Let's see. Anyone not locked up? Yeah, Quake is not locked up. Okay, now let's extend those locks. You have vulnerable, so I will double tap you. How's HP? HP is good. Although, I guess I really don't need to worry about the HP now, because I've got all my locks in place, so no one can do anything really. So now it's just nuke. Nuke and extend, nuke and extend, nuke and extend. That's all I worry about now, because no one can really do anything. Let's put the charge back on Emma. Like, probably realistically, y'all can figure out how this is all going to play out for the rest of the final 18 units in this node, but I will do the full battle, even though we're already 28 minutes into this video, and it's going to take me hours upon hours to upload this. 7 megabits per second. And that's my down. That's not my up. I think I got 1 megabit per second, maybe 1.5 for up. So I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube all day long. Hi, Uncle. Bye, Uncle. Like, yeah, it's probably very plausible that I'm not doing this like absolutely perfect, but I am, again, I've already got all my locks in place. I've got abilities ready to go so that I can extend locks like so. So it's, I can afford to make mistakes at this point, because it doesn't really matter as long as I make sure that everyone gets an ability block, or I don't, give me that speed up. Ability block, stun, blind. Gotta make sure they're locked. Everyone's locked up. Speaking of blind, you know what? Let's blind Symbiote Spider-Man. Actually, no, that probably wasn't the best idea, because his gonna have to stun him anyways, because his ultimate is unavoidable. As you can see, this attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. So blind actually makes no difference on him. Again, I can afford to make mistakes. Realistically, I should have blinded Cable instead. But hey, I haven't been able to do this node in a month, so... Ooh, would you look at that? Cable has a vulnerable on him. Let's take that speed bar. So yeah, as you just seen, I'm just lowering the HP so I can nuke, remove all the enemies. Her 10% HP removal is insanely awesome, because anytime you can just take a chunk of HP out of an enemy is a good time. Now I'm not going to bother locking him up now because he's my focused nuke unit now. Again, you want to keep that charge on Emma just in case. But yeah, Peter's a possible take with the symbiote Spider-Man clone army tactic, because he is essentially a symbiote Spider-Man. Yes, he does not have the extensions, but he does have the stun. And that's why I said, like, 2 symbiote Spider-Mans is the bare minimum. You need a minimum 2 symbiote Spider-Mans for this tactic to work, so that their extensions will be quick enough and line up. Now, ideal would be getting a 3rd symbiote Spider-Man here, but I probably have too much damage. Nope. Okay, that's 3 symbiote Spider-Mans. No, I'm not gonna lie, I would love it if my Black Widow and Peter could die so I could get more symbiote Spider-Mans, but it's not necessary. 2 symbiote Spider-Mans is the bare minimum, 3 is extremely overpowered. Let's nuke him, just so we can get through this battle and finish it. Okay, I do have charge. Okay, and yeah, here's another symbiote Spider-Man. So if you've already failed to get the 3 symbiote Spider-Mans by this point, and you've gotten at least 2, because you can get bare minimum the first time symbiote Spider-Man pops, you can get 1 there, and then the second time symbiote Spider-Man pops, you can get him there again. So, like, at bare minimum, this is the time where you get your 3rd symbiote Spider-Man if you don't have him yet. Now, obviously, I've got 10 units on the field, so I cannot get any more clones. So, this is the team that I'm going to finish off this wave now with. Gonna lock you up. Yeah, I'll lock you up. I want that Emma turn to pop so I can remove the stealths. No, I'm gonna hit him with that. Okay, so she has the vulnerable. Now, it really doesn't matter who I blind. Actually, he's not locked up, so I'm gonna blind him. Like, now, ideally, I would have had Zemo's turn to get the thing on him, but at this point, nothing really matters anymore because I have 3 symbiote Spider-Mans. So, actually, I should have used the extension there. Whoops, I messed up, but I use it now. Let's speed my guys up again. And heavy minion damage. Okay, that Miles back there and that Miles there are not locked up yet, so gotta lock them up now. Although it kind of sucks that I did kill the security over there. Now I can't target him to extend the debuffs on Cable and the Miles over there. So realistically, I do need to focus this Miles now. There's an extension. This right side's never going to get another turn now. Well, they'll get turns. They just won't be able to do anything. Again, I'd love to have a charge on Emma. Honestly, I could probably just turn on auto battle at this point. There's really nothing the enemies can do. As long as I focus on these two and get them killed as quick as possible. Well, Cable's locked, so I don't really have to worry about him. But Miles over there could be a problem, or could have been a problem if I hadn't just stunned him. He's dead now. I don't like wasting moves, so whoops. Again, I don't like wasting moves, so I just wasted a chain there. But yeah, as you can tell, there's only 4 enemies left. It's just what's on the field here, and 3 of them are stunned, so they're never going to be able to do anything. She can do stuff, but her basic's not a worry. If anything, the only thing that's really annoying is her barrier. I'm going to focus down these other 3 units that are stunned. Again, at this point, there's no reason to extend. It's just, I like to see how many stuns I can get, and extensions, ability blocks. How high can I get you? Kind of deal. Like, as you can see, 5 ability blocks, 5 stuns. I believe, don't quote me on it, I believe it doesn't allow me to get more than 5 for the ability blocks and these stuns, but I go. Meaning not like there's a cap, meaning like the game just, it's gonna be, turns will be too fast for me to be able to get it. Use that to get a few hits, more damage. But yeah, again, this battle's already over. There's nothing they can do. This is an extremely overpowered tactic, in my opinion. Like, one shot. This is how you one shot. This is a very difficult node. It's the 3rd global node, and it's not easy to one shot it. Let's see, did I get to 6? No, 5. Okay, yeah, there definitely is a cap then, for ability block at least. Now I just want to nuke her as quick as possible. has more damage. That has more damage, I believe. This definitely has more damage. Let's see. 340, 300, 210. Okay, yeah, these two do have more damage. More turns. And there we go. How to one-shot that global node with a very non-meta team. Like, this is not any suggested units that you'll ever hear for this, so it's a very unique method. I have been doing it since my very first. I've been doing this since Dark Dimensions 3, kind of technically. I used the same team for the global nodes in Dark Dimensions 3, and I was one-shotting all of them. So I'm just like, no questions asked. I'm taking them into Dark Dimensions 4, and then I noticed in Dark Dimensions 4 that this node has a lot of symbiote Spider-Mans, and it's an extremely overpowered tactic. So that's it. That's everything you need to know. Showing you how to do it. Now I'm gonna go and finish one-shotting the rest of these nodes until I get to Death Valley. This is the hardest node in Dark Dimensions 4 for me. I have 3 teams that I use in this node, but I'll never be able to one-shot that node. But everything else I can one-shot up till the legendary nodes, which I now have Morgan for, so those will be a lot easier. Just need to unlock Omega Red when he comes around. Yeah, so that's how you one-shot the 3rd global node in Dark Dimensions 4 using the Symbiote Spider-Man Clone Army tactic. Again, Miles can work in that, but having as many stuns and ability blocks as possible is more ideal. So I hope this helped.